Hey everybody, my name's Cody King. This is my channel, Cody King's World. Today, I'm going to feed my worms some Scoby. If you're not too sure what Scoby is, whenever you make kombucha, it's like a slimy layer that builds up when you ferment it. And every time you ferment and make more kombucha, you'll get another layer of Scoby. So it's just piling up in a jar here, and I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of it and feed it to my worms and see what happens. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube post a video of them feeding Scoby to worms, but I did see someone post on Reddit and they said that they had great results, so I thought, why not try it out? I have all the Scoby, I might as well use it. So here's the first video, possibly on YouTube, of someone feeding Scoby to their worms. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and follow along. There's plenty more worm videos that I got coming out, and I already have a bunch on my channel right now. Whenever I feed my worms, I always like to put the food scraps in a food processor and blend it up. It seems like it breaks down faster that way, and they eat it up quicker. So I just recommend doing it this way than just putting the whole Scoby into your worm bin. This is what it looks like, all blended up. Now, let's go feed the worms. First, I'm going to show you what it looks like feeding a big slab of the Scoby to the worms. And I'm just going to place this inside of the worm bin here and just cover it up with a little bit of the compost. Covering it with the compost will help keep it moist, and also it will reduce the fruit flies. You could bury it an inch or two below the surface, but I like having it on top so I can see that worm activity whenever I lift off a piece of plastic. This is what it looks like 4 days later. And just as I expected, the worms love it. Check them out. They are all over this Scoby. They're underneath of it. Looks like it's breaking down. Looks like everything is going great. So there's really no problem feeding the Scoby to the worms. I mean, let's get a closer look and let's really look at this worm activity. And these worms are everywhere. Look at them. And these are the red wigglers, if you're wondering what type of worm it is. But they love this. But so do the African night crawlers. And that's what I have in my buckets. And we'll go ahead and we'll feed them the blended up Scoby with the vegetable scraps. But I wanted to show you that the worms do love just the Scoby by itself. And I'm feeding them the same way as I fed them just the Scoby. I just simply put the food on top and sprinkle a little bit of compost on top. And then put the plastic cover back on. Now, let's see what it looks like 4 days later. And look at that. Pretty much all that has now been turned into castings. You can still see the worms. I mean, that's just great stuff right there. You can see the carrots are still floating around there on top. They'll take a little while to break down, but the worms love it. And this is definitely building up that microbial life. There's so much life in Scoby, so this is just a great option. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and also check out my new Instagram page, Cody King's Worms, to learn more.